Hi friend, welcome back. In today's episode, I am going to work on my kids' teachers' Christmas gifts, and I want to do mittens. The last 3 years I've done beanies, like different style beanie. Actually no, not 3 years, 2 years. The first year I was really sick, so like the whole year I was just sick. And that was the first time they were put into public school from homeschooling. And so they just brought home everything, and our immune system from COVID was just torched. Anyway, so in today's episode, I am going to take it easy. We are going to come up with a knit pattern for mittens. I have an idea of how I want to do that. So I have an idea on how I want to make the mittens, and I want to do some embroidery on it. So we'll see how many I need to knit up. I'm pretty sure my son only has 2 paras aids in his class. One year I had to make 10 Christmas gifts just for him alone. So his class size isn't as big this year and last year, so there was only 2 paras. So I need to double check and see if she even has 2 paras or if she just has one, and then there's a para that kind of just comes in and out. But either way, I'll make that one something as well. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing today. Just a little bit of hobbies today and Halloween decorations. I think that'd be good for today. Yep. Okay, let's get started on knitting. I did start already, so I'll show you guys what I have. And also I'm just using scrap yarns. That's what I did last year. I just used yarns that I had, and then I combined them if I needed thicker yarn, or I doubled them. And the year before I bought the yarn, and that got actually pretty expensive. So I'm just using the yarn that I have. So when you make socks out of like 100 gram skein, you have like this much left over. So you only use almost half to a little bit over half if you do like long socks. I typically do shorties or ankle socks, so I always have like this much left. So this is lace yarn, and this is already doubled. So there's 2 strands there. This is fingering weight, so what I would typically make socks out of. This is just 1 strand, so I'm holding this with 3 strands, which the lace doubled equals fingering weight and like thickness. So this is what I have. I'm in the middle of a row, so let me finish this up. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I cast on 30 stitches. And these gloves will do I have to do some sewing or connecting. So this will be like the side right here. And so it'll be fingerless gloves with the thumb hole. And I'm thinking about doing a little flap over because we live in the Midwest. So when it snows and gets really chilly, they can fold it over. And so this is what I have. So far, if you are not a crafter or a knitter or crocheter, you're like, that looks like a panel. But you'll see, trust me, you'll see. So this is what I have so far. And hopefully this is good. I think this is good tension. I could go up a needle size, but I think it's good because I don't know, I'm thinking nice, thick, cozy mittens, not with a lot of holes in it. And also I'm using the yarns that I have because this has wool. And if I just went out and purchased all wool and like nylon based yarns, it would be really expensive per yarn. So I don't want to do acrylics, although I could. I want to do wool because it's going to be warmer. And so that's why I have, this is just 1 box of yarn I have that I kind of pulled together. So these are like my bigger balls of leftover yarn. I have bags with smaller ones, so I just grabbed the bigger balls. And then I went ahead and separated several of them. So this will be a set. So I'm going to double, these are both finger weight yarns. So I'm going to double these yarns to hold these 2 together. Sorry. I'm talking faster than what my brain can keep up. And here's another one. So I'll split, actually, I'm probably going to do 1 at a time anyway. I don't think I'll do 2 mittens at a time because there's some, construction. I want to do like different directions and sew them like panels together. So anyway, so I will hold this yarn with this yarn together, And I have this set too, which I'm hoping I have enough because I only have this one ball. But if not, I'll just rip it out. These won't take that long to crochet, especially when I crochet like this pair up, because these are finger and weight and these are finger and weight, so I'll be able to weigh the finished product out, and then I'll be able to weigh a bag of balls and figure out which, just by weighing the weights of the finished product and the yarn, if I'll have enough to knit a pair out of the yarn, if that makes any sense. So these are the ones I have. So I have, and then these ones. So I have 4 sets of potential mittens right now, and I do have potential out of this one, like this brown one. I think I will pair this with other fingering yarn that I have like full skeins with, but I want to use up scraps that I have now. I'll just use it up, and they get a good pair of mittens with really good quality yarn without costing me anything, because technically this is free, right? Like yarn knitter fiber artist math would be, I already purchased this, I already made a product out of it, so this is free yarn. Also, I'm going to be watching some knitting podcasts. I'm going to lower you guys just a tad bit. I'm going to be enjoying some knitting podcasts and catch up on some podcasts on YouTube. Okay, scratch that. I'm now following a pattern because I did knit up the mitten, and I don't have it here to show you, but it was terrible. So I was like, I'm going to find a mitten that has a proper thumb hole. Alright, so here are the mittens, and I have the thumb to do. I'm going to leave the thumb open so they can fold it back, and then also you can fold this back, and then it can be fingerless mitts.